Namaste. Now I'm planning to talk about the natural healing, its fundamentals, concepts, and then what are the modes of being applying the natural healing. So let's get started. The fundamentals for natural healing, right? The first thing, as I described in the Ayurvedic video, the five basic elements is one of the way to do the natural healing, and another thing is related to the five senses, right? Like sound, touch, smell, vision, and taste. So healing can be done on this aspect too. And another point which we may not be aware, I came to know about it in later part of life. Like we got nine exit in our body. Like we got the outlet over here in the eyes, the nostrils, mouth, and then urinary and excretory. So we got nine exist which needs to be cleaned as part of our daily routine, and we need to have it healthy. So that is one kind of outlet or entry point where the healing can be done. And many people will be knowing only about physical body, right? There is something called subtle body which is not visible to anyone, but we might have felt sometime like physically we may be active, but something is going on in our system which we could not understand. We may feel dull, or suddenly we may be bubbly and happy, right? So something is happening inside us. So that's called the subtle body. And with respect to the acupuncture or marmotherapy, there are a lot of channels, meridians are there, which is not evidently known as part of physical body. And there are a lot of energy healings like Reiki, pranic healing. There are other shamanic healing. So there are a lot of energy healing as well. So for this video, I am going to focus on the senses. So let's get onto the senses. The first sense is the ear, right? So whenever we hear some good music, right, we will love it. But whenever we had a scratching sound or some shouting sound or yelling sound, we may not like it, right? So the sound matters a lot for our inner joy. And as part of my guru discussion, right, with Dr. Ladd, I have learned like there is a universal sound and the individual sound, like the macrocosm and microcosm. We have universal sound which everyone knows, it's a om, it's a universal sound. And I learned that individual also has a sound. Using the nadi pariksha, the pulse reading, well, versed Ayurvedic scholars or gurus, they can find out each person sound. So each individual is vibrating in a certain natural frequency. So these sounds, if we chant those, it will emit those frequency and it help us to bring to our nature. So that is one form of it. And being from India, right? I am from Tamil, and in India, Sanskrit and Tamil language are considered to be the oldest language, right? Each letter in that word is connected to a organ or a chakra system. Like this, whenever we utter these sounds or the syllable or the mantra, right? This can become a form of a medicine to us by energizing the our home, our environment wherever we are. So these sounds will help externally as well as internally. It will make some difference. So if you search regularly in the YouTube, right, if you want to go for a good deep sleep, I see a lot of videos saying the 520 hertz or some hertz frequency, and lot of Tibetan music, Indian flute music. So many music comes into play and it is helping people to sleep. So I have been following to few of the YouTube videos to sleep. My son really loves it. So we will play at night and we will get a good sleep. So we can keep talking about sound. So let's move on to the touch. So our skin, right? We have lot of stress going on in our life. So all this stress, whatever we think or whatever we go through, where it can go only into our system, but not in a physical form, right? It will go in a subtle form and it will settle right from here, the shoulders or to the skin. So it can be anywhere in our system. It can affect whenever we are having a fear or angry. Each emotion is connected to a organ in our system. Okay, so touch therapy is one of the therapy everybody knows, and a general thing which everyone knows is a massage therapy. So whenever they go for massages, there are n number of massages like from Thai massage to Indian style Ayurvedic massage, as well as a Swedish massage and Chinese massage. So there are different kind of massages which will help. So that is one form of it. And acupressure is kind of a touch on the energy point, and Marma therapy or medical Varmology or Varmakale, which is a base foundation for all these touch therapy. So that is pretty much famous in India. Then many people across the world coming down and learning it over there. So that is one form of touch therapy. So using touch, right, in simple words, just to add on the sound, right, whenever we talk to our loud people, like maybe to your mom or your friend or your dad, whenever we talk to them, right, they say, hey son, how are you doing? Have you had your dinner? Or how is your work? How do you feel? If someone asks that question itself, right, that sound comes to us and something is attached to them, right? So there is, if few people, if they talk, we don't even like, but few people, when they talk, we really love it. Even that sound is form of an energy which will heal us. And similarly, the touch also comes into that play. So when your mom or dad or your boyfriend or girlfriend, when in true love with an open heart, when they touch you, it will makes, it creates a good energy and it helps us. So everybody would have felt that one as part of their life. So let's move on to the smell, right? The smell is very interesting one, right? So whenever we go to any restaurant or even at home, if our mom or wife or somebody is cooking, we'll get the smell and our appetite will go high. We will ask whether the food is ready. We are hungry. We are hungry, right? From kids to elder people who have the good smelling sense, they will be very much tempted to have good food. And whenever you go to any spiritual places, like in a temple or any other place or a garden, we will be smelling a good rose or flower or like a sage or even sandalwood. So it can be any form, right? That scent, the scent smell, it will be activated, and it is one form of uh, healing, right? It gives a good mental relaxation for us. There are a lot of big studies going on that one, which is already available. But for people who want to research, they can check what kind of smell they would like to have it, like it for sage for clarity or a rose or sandalwood. There are n number of eucalyptus. So there are n number of essential oils which can be used at home to have a good smell. They can also use it as part of the humidifier. They can put some humidifier. They can put some oil in the humidifier, and then they can have a pleasant smell, and that will be really helpful. And let's move on to the fourth one, the vision. So vision is the only thing where we can see the world, and by vision we see a lot of colors, right? From all the, like if you take like a rainbow, we see all the colors and all the minute level colors and different varieties of colors, and we really enjoy it. So colors plays a real uh, healing technique. Even if you see any doctor, right, they will wear white color coat or a blue color coat or a green color coat. So I was thinking why they were wearing, why they are not wearing red color, right? So red color is so powerful, right? So if the already patient is in a pain, and if you put the red color towards them, it will aggravate the pain. So this blue color, green color, and white color are soothing colors. So these colors will help the patients and the environment to be calm down, and it will help internally. So that is one of the thing which I have observed. And there is a form of color therapy, right? So color therapy can be done based on the chakra level. That is one form of treatment. And there is another treatment in Ayurveda called Netra Basti, where they will treat or rejuvenate the eyes using the ghee. So that is one form of treatment. And then there are a lot of yoga schools, right? We will see like eye exercise using like glancing ghee lamp and lot of eye exercise. So these kind of things can be done for the vision wise. We can do the energy and then have the healing done. So now let's move on to the last one regarding the taste. So for this mankind, controlling the taste, controlling the tongue, either while speaking good words or bad words, or while controlling the food habits. So that is the biggest sense which is affecting us. So everybody is trying to get out of it, but it's pretty hard to get out of it, right? So as I discussed earlier, so we taste food in the mouth, and as I told before, there are 6 tastes, right? Sweet, sour, salt, pungent, astringent, and bitter. So if you take in India, the Ayurvedic cooking, right, we pretty much use most of the taste in the food as part of the meal. Every meal, all the taste should go in either one of the form. So that will help our system to digest and have our system digestive power and our health to be normal. So, but if you take in different places, different countries, their location is different, the way of culture is different, the food is different. But what I have noticed is in many other countries, not like in India, they mostly go towards sweet or pungent, but or salty like French fries and other things, and so barbecue or those kind of things. But astringent and bitter taste are being missed. So one of the biggest taste for the medicine aspect, right? Taste is bitter. So bitter is so powerful. After following this Ayurvedic stuff, right? Then I was started thinking whenever I drink any medicine, any syrup, right? It is in bitter taste. And if I take any pill, right? Most of the pill is in bitter taste. Then I was thinking whether it may be because of the bitter taste, it is giving some good healing energy or good treatment to our system. It may be one of the reason. That's why I keep on wondering. And this bitter taste, if you take one of the important disorders which many people have is diabetes. So as part of Indian Eastern medicine system, right, they pretty much uh, recommend for all the bitter taste vegetables and other stuff which will help them. So many people in India follow that. So these are all the, this is how the taste, smell, vision, these all these 5 senses, these are all the ways we can do the natural healing. So I will be talking more about how the healing is done based on the basic 5 elements and other stuff in upcoming videos. Stay tuned. Thank you.